Hey everyone, welcome back to another installment of Countercast. This week we're going to talk about whether or not anime should start conforming to Western audiences. But before we get into that, take this. Okay, and we are back. You know, I enjoyed that little month break we took. How did you feel about that first intermission we had, Grim?
It was pretty good. Can't complain about it.
Yeah, learned a lot, did some research, discovered a few things, kind of labeled it good that we don't have to sit here and spend a lot of time thinking or worrying about what we got to do every week. Get time to ourselves. It's good to take time for yourself. That's why. Okay, no, I was gonna say a joke about being sponsored by BetterHelp, but yeah. If you heard in the intro, we're gonna talk about today whether or not we think anime should try to appeal to a broader audience. Which, by broader audience, most people are probably talking about the Western world, being Europe and America, because it's kind of outside of Japan. I feel like those are the biggest consumers of anime, right? I could be wrong.
Potentially,
Hmm.
but most likely.
Okay. So to answer that question, and I can pretty much predict Grimm's answer to this, answer the hell no. All right. I think what makes anime unique and interesting is the fact that it, it takes a lot of liberties with the Japanese beliefs of how it is. When you think about appealing to the broader audience, there are certain animes that come to mind. A few of them, mm, okay, most of them are probably anime you shouldn't watch past before 11 p.m. Those late night shows, the ones that hit different. But even disregarding those etchy ones, a few of the safer work, let's call them, even those would probably be affected by changing and trying to appeal to a Western audience. Because let's see, Western media, oh man, it's hard to like say it without coming off as ignorant or rude. But a lot of Western media seems to worry about conforming or inclusivity rather than making a good story, right? And I feel like if we let those ideals come and not infect, but come and take over the creative process behind making an anime, you just wouldn't feel the same, right? Can you imagine watching an anime and the first concern is whether or not the main character, damn, I can't even say it, fear of getting canceled, but whether or not the main character fits a specific subgroup, like, oh, she has to be this type of person, visiting with this ideals, and have this belief because those people need representation. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
That that kind of stuff really be ruining. I don't think ruin. Damn, ruin is strong. I would really be taking my immersion out of shows and medias and stuff like that. Like today, actually, I was talking with someone about The Last of Us. Right, The Last of Us game, still a masterpiece to this day. It's amazing, right? And then in the HBO adaptation of the show, it came up and we were talking about it and how they took some liberties and changed a few things around. Now, specifically, talked about how the episode, which I think his name was Bill, where they completely rearranged how Bill's character was in the story by basically presenting it as a flashback, and then you realize over the course of the flashback, Bill and his roommate, roommate's hilarious. Bill and his housemate were in a homosexual relationship, right? Now, me personally, with it. It was cool, you know. I think the way they told the story, it didn't feel like it was telling us the story just to plug this relationship in. No, it felt like it was telling a story, and they happen to also be gay. So if they can do that, then that would be appreciated. But a lot of the time, it just falls flat because it feels like they think of let's do this first and then worry about writing a story. But that's enough of me yapping. What are your takes on that, Grim?
I mean, like you said before, I am in the same boat. For me, the main thing that really would take away from it is that, well, let's just start off. You already know my standpoint when it comes to how the West, or specifically companies here like your Netflix, Disney, Hulu, how they handle anime, and they do a disservice by it. So, you
Like you talking
know,
about the American companies, like
like in streaming, when it comes to streaming anime, Netflix, Hulu, uh, and even Disney Plus, they just do a disservice by it. Like, I've
you
been
think.
on
Sorry. So can you give
I
me like an example of a show you felt was done dirty by these media streaming services?
No, it's not we haven't gotten to the point yet where a show was done dirty. I don't
Okay.
think I don't think we've gotten to the point where a show was done dirty. But what we have gotten to the point is that I think the undisputable fact is, no, even if you try and make anime more mainstream, it's not gonna have the same effect back at home, right? Back in Japan. There, it, there's still gonna be that kind of distinct difference, and especially when you look at Netflix, for example. I think it was a few months ago, Netflix, or they released that One Piece was getting a new anime adaptation by, I
Studio Ghibli.
believe, yeah, in the coming years, right? That's
Hmm.
exciting. Uh,
That is exciting,
that's exciting. And
considering all
then
the pacing issues early One Piece has.
and then all of a sudden, as well, Netflix decides to put add the they did the most stupidest shit ever. You already had One Piece, the anime, on your platform, and then you add the only episodes you add are from the new arc.
What?
Yeah. If you,
That's they have the old episodes too.
no, they don't. They
They don't
have
have all of them. They're slowly adding them. But I think that was actually a smart move, adding the current episodes so people can switch to Netflix if they want to catch up or if they're caught up. Keeps more eyes
uh
on their platform. I will say this though, it is dumb as fuck that the episodes are not synced up with Crunchyroll. Like I'm not gonna wait 4 days to watch it on Netflix when I could watch it on Crunchyroll an hour after Japan.
there's that as well. But that I'm not even going into that direction, because it's still a different demographic. It isn't too hard to believe that, um because let's take this. We already know when it comes to One Piece, most people are not going to watch it because it's too long. There, we
Yeah.
said it. One Piece is too long. There's no inclination to watch it. So, for new One Piece fans, or people who are getting into One Piece, their first exposure most likely is going to be the live action. It's digestible. What was it? 8 episodes.
8
Took
episodes, each about 40 minutes to an hour long.
took care of
The East Blue Saga ish, kinda.
there,
Yeah.
right? There you go. So you have that, and then you have their own adaptation. So let's say new fans liked One Piece, and then they're like, you know what, this is good. Let me check out the anime, and then you're like, well, at some point you're gonna hit a gap because you catch up, and then you are missing a whole slew of important episodes, and then, oh, it's okay, wait until, while you wait, here are the new episodes.
Hmm.
Makes no sense. you have that, and then they're just subsequently just adding um new shows, which makes if you have Crunchyroll, there's no point to it. They recently added JJK. JJK already ended season 2, and if you want to watch it on Netflix, if you're like, I don't like Crunchyroll, I don't want to do anything with Crunchyroll, and you find, oh shit, JJK is on Netflix, guess what? Season 1. Deal with it, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
And and you just, it doesn't do it justice.
Well,
If
I agree,
Mhm.
but I feel like a lot of the times the people who discover shows like this on Netflix, they I don't think they're gonna know about the existence of a season 2 of JJK until, it gets on Netflix, right? Because like
so
none
then again, there is no point of making or trying to make anime more uh wide stream or mainstream, and trying to accommodate a
well,
wider audience, because
that's just not true. We all know the reason why there's a reason for it. Well, I came out wrong. We all know why, bro. It's all about that guap, that moolah, that cheddar, that cheese.
it's still not gonna give you all that money that you
It's
would
gonna give you
probably hope.
more. Casting a wider
More
net will get you more fish, bro.
for
That's just a
what?
fact. What do you mean for what? That's just how life goes, bro.
I mean, already the subscription model isn't even good and strong. Look at Disney Plus; they struggling with that,
Yeah, yeah.
losing
They're bundling that shit with
multiple.
everything. You know
The,
they're actually
to
gonna
the,
make a bundle for HBO, Disney Plus, and Hulu.
and there you go. The- Disney is struggling so much with their subscription that they literally have to bundle a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
Like, are already in that aspect, you're already fighting an uphill battle. And what they're trying to do is do something that is already difficult, and that should have probably been done a decade ago. What Netflix is trying to do, or what these guys are doing, because it was a Disney exec that was saying something like that, right?
Yeah, yeah. It was a Japanese Disney exec specifically that said that shit, bro. Which, like I said, I can understand the thought process. Appealing to a wider audience just means more money.
Not not necessarily, not all the time. Like, it's
I
you
mean,
you are still
okay,
fighting an uphill battle, especially with these platforms, just because it does not do anime justice. If you The simple fact of the matter is, we are, in terms of anime, we are out of the age
production.
of
Okay,
popular IPs, or worldwide popular IPs. Dragon Ball doesn't have a running series right now.
about
Sure, it's
to.
about to, but it doesn't have it right now. And again, Dragon Ball is not the same, right? Dragon Ball back then is different than Dragon Ball now, because Dragon Ball back then, I don't know, I don't think if they no, they weren't running on Cartoon Network, but it was part of Saturday Cartoon.
They were pretty sure they
I
were.
doubt.
Were they running on Toonami?
Ugh, the fucking Toonami and Cartoon Network, whatever. If they were on Toonami, then it was part of that. But I knew they were mostly doing Saturday mornings. You would,
Yeah, and Saturday mornings on on CW for kids or Toonzai, whatever the fuck they wanted to change their name to, bro. Ah, the memories. Waking up and watching Dragon Ball Z Kai.
yeah, that plays an important effect. We don't have that no more. So
True. age of streaming, it's hard. It's really hard to just stumble onto a show. You have to go out of your way to put something on. Which can you imagine adding a feature to all the streaming networks where you can just click randomize? I think Netflix added that, but I don't know. I don't really
It
feel compelled to
doesn't.
use it.
It's not gonna work with. Uh,
The amount of content they
yeah,
have.
it's just not gonna work with that. So you don't have that anymore. Most of your popular or worldwide popular IPs are already done with. And if they have a sequel, it's not as popular or attention grabbing as the first. So now you are fighting an uphill battle because ideally, the anime fans you're going to attract is going to be what? The ones that are from Crunchyroll. That's essentially what you're fighting with at this point. You're trying to get the Crunchyroll
True.
niggas to also subscribe to you and keep that subscription. And
Hmm. Yeah.
already the biggest benefit of Crunchyroll is they just have a huge library of anime. Just
Yeah.
backlog of it. And they're not perfect, but they do a good job when it comes to
Especially.
recommendations and stuff like that. But look
Yeah.
at if you go on Netflix, whether it's on your phone or even the computer, you're mostly going to see live action shows and only very popular or their original anime shows are going to get on the front page. That's it.
Yeah. I think I don't know. Netflix really curates their recommendations based on the user because I get a lot of animated shows on my Netflix recommendations. I get live action too. Like live action ones are the main ones they promote to me, but the anime got a good chunk of the promotion, bro. Like I would say like maybe 40% of the shows they recommend to me are
Bro, there's
anime.
not even a lot of anime in there. And
What? Whoa, 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 whoa.
I did some search and
You just today or
like
like recently? Because Netflix has been adding a lot of shows, bro. They added Doctor Stone, Jujutsu Kaisen, My Hero, most of the episodes for they had a lot of the new episodes for what's it called? Black Clover. They added the new episodes for Haikyuu.
mhm
Oh, like, dude, let me see. Let me see if I can pull up. Like, just so much shit has been added. Like, they added Overlord.
mhm
They added Jujutsu Kaisen Zero the movie, Mob Psycho 100, Yu Hakusho. Oh my gosh, they added their own original show. Which we were just talking about that, like the Grimm variations. Have you heard about that?
mhm
Considering your name's
mhm
Grimm. Hello. What else? What else? I'm not trying to. That sounds like I'm glazing. I'm not trying to sit here and defend Netflix or whatever, but they added Konosuba.
the most
Like, dude,
disgraceful thing they ugh ugh so
okay,
disgraceful.
okay,
Nah,
buddy.
bro. I saw that and
How?
I was disgusted, bro. Because the how many
Why?
seasons? Just one?
Just one, yes, the first 10 episodes. Yeah, okay. Look, that's what I'm talking
Oh,
about, though.
bro.
Let me.
Oh,
All the
it
stuff I just talked about, Netflix really
oh.
fucked up because they only be adding like the earlier seasons. I assume they're going to get around to adding the
No,
rest,
because
but
no,
it's a good
because
start.
why why even do it when you have Crunchyroll? Listen, we know Konosuba is fucking peak. This is peak comedy, bro. If
Yep, you do.
Konosuba is the type of comedy that is for you, most likely you want you're gonna check to see if there's a second season. And where the fuck do you think you're gonna go? Because streaming is all about mostly binge watching. Where do you think you're gonna go?
Or you're gonna be funneled to
Here,
Crunchyroll, probably.
here you go, buddy. Pay up some more money so you could watch season 2 and season 3. By that time, Why would you go back to why
Or,
would you go back to Netflix?
you know, you know, you can hop on the sunny and sail the high seas.
Sure,
You know what I mean?
sure you
You
could
know
do
what I
that
mean?
if you want. You could do that for sure.
Whoa, whoa, we don't condone that here because at this point it's 2024. Come on, guys, come on.
And-
But that's an option available to people.
But either way, the fact of the matter still stands because they do that, and I'm guessing is it has to do with licensing and stuff like that. I don't know the full details, but because they do that, if someone really enjoys the show, if a Netflix person tries to get to a show, they enjoy it, and it's not like they have to wait for season 2 because season 2 doesn't exist. Season 2 already exists. Then you're going to be like, okay, I need to go somewhere else. Either sail the high seas or find another place that has it and you subscribe there. What is the point? I my take is that Netflix is better off just making original animes like what they did with uh Delicious in Dungeon, what they did with what is it?
Cyberpunk Edge
That
Runners. They did with the Great Pretender. What else was a
Issa
Netflix original?
Unk
Well, there's the Grim Variation, which yeah, I mean that's basically just what does it call it? A dark take on a bunch of bedtime stories, like Red Riding Hood and shit like that. Baki, that's a
yeah,
Netflix
sure.
original, right?
Mhm.
Seven Deadly Sins, uh, despite how that turned
Mhm.
out. A lot of Netflix originals that are good, but it's like some of them are just garbage, right? Right, but the ones that hit, they hit, right? What was that one? Remember we were watching it all in high school. It was going crazy in like our senior year. Devilman Crybaby. That, whew, that one's good.
Yeah,
A little crazy, but good.
indeed. So they're better off doing that instead of just saying, "Oh, let me pump out my hero." No,
True. I guess the way you could like reiterate, like people already have a place to go for My Hero on Netflix. Stop trying to hop on the wagon
um,
now.
it's not gonna do you wonders. And at the end of the day, if you do somehow manage to attract new people to this type of stuff, it's not gonna work. They're gonna always leave anyways.
Indeed, indeed. Mm. Because you get situations like I don't. I think who told me that they do this? I think it's you. That they only really subscribe when their shows get new episodes, and then after the show they finish it, they just unsubscribe. We're done. Like I was talking with some people, they were like, "Oh, why is it even on Netflix anymore, man? I'm only waiting for a new season of You." And I'm like, I'm only waiting for a new season of Stranger Things. And I'm like, exactly. After those come out, there's nothing on Netflix that grabs my attention.
Mm, there you go. I mean, it just depends on the person. I would say maybe you could blame advertising for that.
Uh, See, I agree, but at the same time, I don't because advertising these days is so difficult, right? Because like you are the main number one guy. Every subscription you have, you pay for the ad free version, don't you?
Yeah.
Exactly. So when do you even get a chance to
Well,
see
it's
ads?
not. I'm not talking about. I'm mostly talking about trailers.
Mm. Yeah, people say trailers give up a lot of too much information now, or they always have. So people tend to avoid trailers, which makes sense, right? You don't want to watch the trailer, so you don't have to like know about the plot of whatever you're trying to understand. But if you don't watch the trailer, you're not gonna know if you like it. But the trailer ends up spoiling you, so you're like, damn, I would have liked to see it because I know what it's gonna be about.
Then do a PV.
Promotional video. And promotional videos be kind of weird to me because it's like just 30-second, not even clips, just 30 second of a bunch of frames bunched together. You're like, that told me nothing. It's more like
So then you're being difficult.
I'm not being difficult. I'm being straight up. What do PVs accomplish? They tell you the visual style of the show, and that's really it. Because is there even voice acting? Is there even voice acting in PVs?
Yeah, there is.
Like, maybe I'm watching the wrong ones
Be
then.
some may not have it, but there are some that do have a voice acting in it. So I mean, if it's at that point, it's just being difficult. The most when it comes to movies and TV shows, your main form of advertisement is trailers. If you're being difficult and saying, "Well, trailers aren't hitting anymore,"
I'm
I'm
not
not
saying
saying
that.
you.
I was just regurgitating an opinion I heard or heard in person where they're like, "Oh, I don't really want to watch trailers," because specifically to give context, we are talking about the Deadpool 3 trailer, and they're like, "Nah, man, I don't want to know. I'm gonna watch Deadpool 3 because it's Deadpool 3, but I don't want to watch the trailer so because I want to be completely surprised." I'm like, I understand the sentiment, but at the same time, it's like, how you gonna know if you really do want to see it if you don't know the trailer?
Personally, for me, I still think trailers still are effective. I mean, when it comes to Deadpool
Mm,
3, I think Deadpool 2 should have just been it. I think yeah,
really?
Dead,
Well, we can't talk about this absurd absolution. No, that's the wrong word. We can't talk about this with absolute certainty considering Deadpool 3 is even out yet. For all we know, that could be a masterpiece on masterpiece.
sure, it could be a masterpiece on masterpiece, but it still doesn't change the fact that most likely, am I really inclined to go watch it? No. Why? Because you're dealing with multiverse stuff and it's the same story. uh this time, what, they're plucking Deadpool, they're gonna use Deadpool, try and convince him to save the world, team up with Logan, and then whatever happens type shit.
Hey, yo, yo. What did you just call him, bro? You call him Logan? I had no idea you and Wolverine went out like that, bro. Y'all really was day one. You calling him by his first name? His
Yeah.
government? What you got against my nigga Wade?
Mm, he's
Huh? You call him by his code name, but Wolverine gets
he's
special
just different.
treatment? Oh yeah, I bet he is, bro. Y'all was in the same crib growing up, huh?
There you go.
Me and my nigga Logan.
There you go. He's just different at that point. But for good sake,
Okay, buddy.
Wolverine.
I'm kidding. You can call it whatever you want. It's just funny that you really made that distinction. I'm like, damn, bro, no one calls him by that.
There you go. I will say another point to add on top of what I believe when it comes to the streaming sites and everything is the main beauty of anime is that it gives no fucks, and you can you can fucking enjoy your appetite, bro. Like, bro, I saw.
Well,
Wait, wait,
hey,
wait,
hey,
hold on. Listen,
hey,
listen,
hey,
listen.
come on.
I was watching this video today, and you've heard about the button on Jubilee.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
dating show, kind of.
So there's this one episode on the button, and then it was it was this one girl, and then the button was like saying, "Oh, this type of girl is into hentai porn." I was like, wait.
Whoa,
On the airwaves? We're saying this on the airwave? And yeah, she was definitely
hey, bro, it's 2024. You can't kink shame no more, bro. Come on, bro.
but
You can't
even
do that.
something like that, you gotta keep it down low. But
Nah, wear that shit with pride. Put that shit on the patch and put it on your chest,
bro,
bro. Nah, I'm kidding. Nah, keep that shit in the DL. We don't want to know
uh,
your kinks, bro. That's fucking crazy.
she said it with her chest and everything, bro. And I'm just like, you see, you make it.
How did the guys react?
These niggas didn't know anime, bro. she was she was the weave
Oh,
in there,
okay.
bro.
Nah, nah, that's kind of wild to say that. And you're the only one that understands. Oh well.
Bro, she that girl was a certified freak. She even said on the airwaves, bro. Girl said, I'm paraphrasing, but she said, "I want a guy that knows how to read poetry and can slam me."
What? Okay. Okay. Hit. Hit my line. I'm kidding.
But
Yeah, that's
that's what I mean.
crazy.
Like, d- you, you can have an appetite, and there'll be something there for you. You know what I'm saying? If you're into degeneracy, hey, there's a community for you.
Yeah, yeah, there is. There
There's a
is.
community. If you're into a slice of life, there's a community for you. If you want to revisit high school, go for
No, 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 no. That sounded bad crazy. That sounded bad crazy. Don't phrase it like that. But yeah, yeah, yeah. Want to revisit your how you
it.
felt in high school? Go ahead.
There you go. You want to go to another world? Let's do it, brother.
Yeah, yeah. Reimburse yourself. I said reimburse. Immerse yourself into the story.
And you, if you try to appeal, I feel like you most likely will lose that aspect.
That's true.
Just,
That is very
and the
true.
main, and also
Uh,
the main thing I'm looking at it, it's just like this is why these niggas are lame, bro. These niggas don't want competition. Why don't you, I still don't, for the life of me, I still don't understand how you see that anime is getting popular and you know that your Spider-Verse movies are doing very well, but you don't go any more than that. Isn't that weird? And then you're like,
that's
"Oh,
very
let's
weird.
just go with anime and let's just make it let's go with that." Why don't you just do your own animation and prop it up? Clearly, it has the
No,
potential to be freaking successful, but it's like I don't know if they're interested in that. So I find that weird.
they are not worried about all that.
I find it weird.
They are not
Like,
worried.
I mean, did you also hear that the Superman show that's on Adult Swim? It
Yeah. My
got a
Adventure with
season two.
Superman.
They already showed the trailer for season two.
Yeah, even though we all know it really was just the second half of season one
Really?
because that's the only way they could make it that fast.
Mm.
It's just fine, right? There's nothing wrong with splitting it up. By doing that, they're able to satiate the hunger of the season 2, 3, and 4 quickly without having people complain,
Oh,
right? When that trailer dropped for season 2 of My Adventure with Superman, the first thing I saw was someone complaining about the waits between Invincible season 1 and 2. Like, wow, a superhero show, we don't have to wait a whole year for the second part? Crazy. And then people were like, no, no, stop, stop. Invincible got way more out there playing. Like, come on, man. Come on, bruh. And I'm just in the middle, like, bruh, I don't give a fuck. I want that shit now.
also,
Like,
shout out to Invincible too. Also a good
mhm,
series too.
very
Yeah,
good.
100%. I don't know, man. It's just a weird thing that, of course, they're gonna do it, and if they believe that the money is in there, they're gonna do it, and then they're going to try it. But I guess at this point, would it just be better to be like, we'll just wait and see what they pump out?
Talking about the streaming
Oh, what
services?
the Disney Japanese exec said about making it more.
Nah, I
Do
mean,
you just wait and see what they cook up and then judge them on it to see if they were really cooking or not?
that
Or
that would be the preferred way, but the way stuff moves, if you wait and see, it'll be too late to change if there's anything wrong with it. You know what I mean? Like, okay, in recent examples, remember when the first trailer? Goddamn, remember the first trailer? Like, I mean, the very first trailer for the Sonic movie.
Oh, the first one, the first Sonic, where he
Yes,
looked like shit.
yes. Exactly. And then the internet was able to show the reaction, and that forced the studio to go back and like, you know what? Y'all right. We was not cooking with that design. Let's redesign it. And then we got the one we have now. And then everyone
Hmm.
loves it. And people love using that as an example. Oh yeah, the internet has the power to change shit if you give it a chance. I'm like, yeah, yeah. See, we were able to jump upon it before it released, and they delayed what they wanted to do, and they made it
Hmm.
work. If we wait and see with these Disney execs decisions, like I said, if we don't like what we see, it might be too late.
Yeah, I mean, Disney already is not having a good rap sheet too. They taking L's after L. Financially
Yeah,
speaking,
yeah.
though. Financially speaking, though.
But yeah, remember what I said earlier. The first thing that comes to mind, because I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna keep it real. A lot of animes, especially a lot of the older ones, their concepts are just very, very hard to just sit there and accept as like a first time fan or an inexperienced fan or whatever you want to call it, right? You have to sort of ease your way into accepting that this is the kind of show or this is the kind of thing Japan is okay with,
Mhm.
right? Like, ooh, bro, to Love Ru,
Eh,
dude. No, I don't even know how you could begin to explain that show without sounding like a perv, bro. It's
memories,
it's
memories.
insane. Stop. Or even show like High School
Ah,
DxD, or okay, those are very extreme examples. I'm trying to pick something
in
tamer. What's something more
interspecies
tame?
review,
No, hey, said tamer. Said tamer, bro. You went to the max.
or
Like, like
or
yo,
how about um well, season 1 of Sword Art Online. No,
had some very suspect moments. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. It had some very suspect moments,
eh,
but it, it wasn't like an fucking gigantic mountain you have to overcome to accept. You know, shows like like we just mentioned.
I
That
mean,
is, yeah, no, no.
they're how do you know th- I think that is the thing about anime. Like, for example, have you ever heard of the show
Oh,
is it Terraformers? Is it the
yeah, one of all
yeah,
the
how do you
roaches and
explain
shit.
that? Hey yo.
Yo, you see, it's hard. It's hard. It's very hard. It's very hard. Or even like you try to, and it's like, okay, you smoking something? Like,
And
give me some of that.
like you go into conversation, it's like, hey yo, bro, what's your favorite show? Yo, I fuck with this show about roaches. Huh?
Nah, bro, you gotta get on.
Or
Like, okay, a
Food
more tame
Wars.
example.
Food
That's
Wars.
more like, oh my god, bro, you try to get your friends in the food wars, and you gotta fight a battle, bro. No, guys, it's not all about that, bro. It's the cooking. The food looks
Nah,
delicious. Don't worry about the
nah,
reactions.
bro. You're capping. You're capping, bro.
Yes, bro. See, that is a perfect example though. Food Wars is considered more tame because they don't go full on with the shit, but it's still very, very crazy. I was gonna say something like My Hero, right? Because even My Hero is more socially acceptable
That's true.
anime. Even that, it still has sus moments. Like, we don't need a hot springs episode, bro. I don't need to see these
Yes,
niggas in
they don't.
swimsuits.
Oh
I
my!
don't
You
care.
bring up such a good ass point about anime, and once you actually are into it, you just know shit.
You
For
start picking
example,
shit up,
the
bro. The
hot
hot
spring
springs episode,
beach episode,
the beach.
yo,
Bro, that's the trope. Every anime seems to have that shit.
bro.
Promise you, every harm anime has that shit, bro. It don't matter if it's a fantasy show, if it's a modern day show, if it's a show in the past. These characters will find a way to be in swimsuits at the beach or pool.
It is ridiculous. ridiculous, bro. There is just some tropes that once you're in there, you know, if it's a school, anything related, tournament arc, festival.
Yes. Yep. Oh,
It's time
yes.
for the
Yes, bro. The festival arc will always come up, bro. And that'll either be the final arc of the show or it'll be dead in the middle. And it's like, damn.
we got a festival coming up. Let's prep for this.
Oh my gosh. And guess what? We're doing a main cafe. God damn.
Bro, that's the beauty of it.
Oh my
That's the
god.
awesome part of it. I don't know how.
Okay. Can you yo, Grim, look. Can you look someone in the eye and seriously explain them what Keijo's about?
Which one?
Keijo.
Keijo.
Oh my gosh. Yo, bro, pull it up, bro. Pull it up. Take time, type that shit into Google right now. Keijo, spelled Keijo, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. And I had to enunciate the exclamation points, bro. Because, whoo,
Oh,
that was a big meme, bro, in
the
high school, bro. Because this show is just ridiculous. This is like, what? How do you talk about this?
the swimming. Is it like a swimming thing?
No, it's not a swimming show. Think of it like wrestling, where the girls. Okay, I guess now I'm gonna explain it. Even though I just said, can you
I
imagine? It's a wrestling show where they battle each other with their hips and chests, bruh. That's all they do. They just slam those into each other. Oh, it was just Keijo. That shit is not. Like I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, I could be spreading misinformation, but I'm gonna keep saying it. The concept was so weird. Even though a manga author got canceled, they're like, "Yo, bro, get the fuck on with that shit."
you were cooking, bro.
That shit.
You're
No, you was not, bro. You was not. It's just weird. It's just weird. Like, look, I love anime. And Japan's cool, but they produce a
they
lot of
do
weird
now.
stuff. All right, let's not
Uh,
let's not keep it
They
twisted, bro.
they do, and you just
Right?
that's just part of their thing. It's just what is accepted there.
Like Oshinoko. Oh, yeah, yeah. I know we both made that sound, bro.
Goodness. Uh,
Could that even be made anywhere else? Especially with what the themes they tackle towards the later path or the current chapters, bro.
I don't know. I don't know if they should.
Yeah, that
Like,
that shit
bro,
is
for
that shit is
for
that shit is
example,
spicy.
how would you explain Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid? How do you explain that?
See, no, you can explain Kobayashi's Dragon Maid if you remove two characters. And you know exactly which two I'm talking about. Okay? If you remove Quetzalcoatl and who's that little girl? Oh my
Uh,
gosh. The one with the dragon arms?
oh, the one that was in the last season.
Yeah, that worked at the shop with the
Yeah.
boy. Yeah, yeah, you take her out and you take Quetzalcoatl out, and this show is fine. It is
So
very
so
wholesome,
so
and
we
you're
not gonna talk
chilling.
about how Toru is aggressive.
Hey, hey, Toru's she's on that weird timing too. But like I said, you can push that as just love. You know, she really loves her master.
Mm.
But okay, because the anime portrayed that as more lighthearted than it really is. Like we know what she's on, bro. She want that girl to eat her tail.
She wants more than that, bro.
Yeah, that's just the start of it.
So there's that. Like, what's another one that would be hard to explain too? Mm.
Sure, so many.
I mean,
Like, bro.
would you say Overlord? Well, I don't think you watch Overlord, but would Overlord be one that's hard to explain too?
I no, because you just say this dude's trapped in the game, and that's his body, and blah blah blah. You understand? It's pretty. It's nice and concise. Like, oh man, I'm trying to figure out one that is actually
Like,
very difficult to
do,
explain
do
because just
you know what I will say though?
no, no, no. Actually, I got a perfect one. The anime that's like it's so good, but like it's just riddled with shit that you're like, bro. It makes you think like, bro, why are we here? a certain scientific railgun, bro, or a certain magical index. You're just watching it. You're like, yeah, yeah, this show's cool. This show cool. Why am I looking at Kuroko in a swimsuit? Why is she wearing that kind of swimsuit? Actually, Kuroko, hop off of Misaka's dick. Cause yo,
You stay on it.
exactly, bro. Exactly. Or actually, can you even explain? I can't remember off there. Can you explain the appeal of like Uzaki-chan or what's the other one, bro? The one with the
Oh,
tan girl.
the
Oh my
goaded
god.
series. Don't mess with me, Nagatoro.
No, no,
My
no,
goaded,
no, no. We're
my
not calling
goaded
that.
series.
Oh my
Uh,
god. Yeah. How do you explain the appeal to that to a
hey,
non-anime watcher, bro?
hey, would you like to watch a
Yeah,
show
yeah.
where a younger girl kind of bullies an older guy that she likes, and he
No, no. You know it's way I mean, okay, technically at its core, that is what it is. But it's way more than that. It's way more.
and the show is
God.
riddled with so many confused innuendos and
Innuendos. So
miscommunications.
many. So many. Oh my
There you go. Or um Uzaki-chan, would you
Uzaki-chan actually in hindsight is very tame in comparison
would
because
you
it
like
really
to
is just
would
about
you
a two.
would you like to
Wait, what?
know about a dysfunctional family? are
What? That's
are
the
you gonna
thing?
say that Uzaki's family is not out there, bro? The mom thought homeboy was trying to pipe. Come on.
Yeah, bro. That is crazy. Your daughter brings home a friend and your first thought is he's a menace trying to get at the mom and daughter.
That's
Oh,
crazy.
that is
But
crazy.
what I was gonna say is there is a chance for it may be a stretch, but there is a chance to cast a wider net if more shows like maybe Windbreaker drop.
Oh, and then let's use a modern, current example. Yeah, Windbreaker's fine. Or even use like, wow, that's how far. I do. That's crazy. Even if we use shows that like from the past, like Noragami. Noragami was a very good show. I think that's a very easy show to get into, explain,
Hmm.
or even like the big three. They had a massive appeal for a reason, bro.
But I think one thing that I will say is it does depend on the audience over here because I did. Have you heard about Oblivion Battery, the baseball show that's airing this season? Have you heard of?
You lost me at baseball, but okay, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm still trying to catch up on Ace of
But
Diamonds.
there's this baseball show that's airing this season, and basically the premise
What's the name
Oblivion
again?
Battery. It's pretty good. I'm enjoying it,
I
but
see it.
it's like these two main characters, and then they were like top players, and then one of them basically uh, got I think amnesia, right? Hmm.
Amnesia. Hey, you're asking me like I
No, no,
watched the
no.
show. I don't
Like
know.
I know what it is. I was just trying to make sure I pronounced the word correctly.
Oh yeah,
So
Amnesia.
he got that, and then it's building off that, and then like in uh because it is also uh heavily focused on comedic aspects. So I did see a comment where someone was like, "Oh, I think the way that they handled the whole amnesia thing and tried to blend comedy into it and stuff like that isn't good." And I'm like, "Scrub, do you not know anime? you you
Okay,
you
true. The amnesia plot has been used time and
you
time
must
again.
not know how deep."
You must
Yeah,
be new around
you
here.
must be new around here. This rabbit hole goes deep, but they do mention a good point where uh the demographic. I mean, over here, people take mental issues or certain issues way more serious.
Yeah, they have them
So
in
even
recent
if
times.
you try to do a comedic aspect on it,
Well, I don't think something like Amnesia is one of those things. Like we take depression seriously, schizophrenia, stuff like that. Amnesia, really, the way it's portrayed here is like, damn, they forgot everything. Time to relearn.
okay. But the more serious stuff,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
for example, you remember, how do you think would, if you were to give your opinion on this? So you remember, I think it was season 2 of Konosuba. You remember where uh Kazuma almost got raped by the orcs? Do you remember that? How
yes.
would you, with that, how the whole scene, because as horrible as it may sound, I was cracking up through that whole scene.
Well, yeah, it's because it's portrayed in a
But
comedic
how do you
light.
think it would be reacted at, depending on the person? I
I think most people would either, well, I can't say either. Most people would look at it and just be like, "Whoa, okay," and that's kind of it, right? Most people are looking at it and just like scratch your head, like, "Damn, this is supposed to be funny."
Mm.
And anime fans are like, "Haha, that's funny." This is how it is, right? Because sexual assault is not a joke, unless it's they keep stop. It's not a joke in anime either, because there's lots of animes where they portray that shit seriously. Remember Goblin
Oh,
Slayer? That shit was
bro,
portrayed
that
seriously,
shit got
and actually made
so
waves because of
much
how it was
flack,
portrayed. They were like,
bro.
"Oh,
So much.
they did, they did, they did," because like stuff like that, people don't want to see in media, you know,
You
which is
remember when Shield
understandable.
Hero was making waves after, I think, the first or second episode? Because
If you bought
no,
a slave,
no, because of bitch. You
oh,
remember bitch?
oh, yeah,
What she
yeah,
did?
yeah,
Yeah.
uh huh,
Oh, and then, oh yeah, the whole
yeah.
slave thing. I don't think most people like that aspect in anime. What do you think?
They really don't. They really, and I understand. I don't like it either, but
You
I
go
just
with the
sort of like,
flow?
okay, bro, this is a fantasy world. Yeah, yeah. I don't want to say that because it sounds like I'm condoning it. But I'm not. It's just like, what can I do? It's already been made.
That is true. So you do have
Yeah,
that part, like a lot of fantasy shows or isekai slaves. There's a bunch of slaves in there.
yeah.
Um
Ooh, man, we were really beating the slave pointing, huh? Okay, we stop. We stop.
chain soldier. Let me stop. Uh,
Oh my gosh, no, that shit was
um
crazy. That shit was crazy.
Magical girls. Um uh,
I wonder why that's on your mind. Would you like to share with the
oh,
class?
they're awesome, bro. Magical girls are awesome.
Wow,
You know.
really? Any particular magical girl show you watched recently?
um no, oh,
Oh, okay. Oh, no, it's okay. It's okay. I
yeah,
understand.
no.
Yeah,
No.
yeah. There hasn't been any recent times that are
No,
noteworthy, right?
no, it just popped in my mind,
Yeah.
per conversation. There's a lot of magical.
Okay.
Well, there's the brutal one. You know the brutal magical girl show. What is it called?
Is
Oh,
Madoka Magica?
dog.
That show
Wow.
that show was crazy. You know, that was like my first real magical girl show. I mean, I've seen a few, like Powerpuff Girls Z, or even what you call it? It's like some bits of Sailor Moon. You know, apparently Kill a Kill is technically a magical girl show,
Really?
but
Interesting.
crazy. Yeah. But then like my first like, oh, this is a magical show. I sat down, watched Madoka Magica. That shit changes you, bro. Cause you're like,
You learn
oh,
pain, bro.
you really do learn pain. And you're like, damn, I didn't expect this. Like, really
Th-
did not expect this. But shout out to them, bro. They made some art.
There you go. Oh man. And then, you know, it's just so many things. I mean, we've already seen it, and that's the reason why we, even though we don't like it, we can understand where that statement is coming from, where they would like to try and see if they could tone down some things. But I'm just like,
Hmm.
you just
Yeah.
take the fun out of
I
it.
mean, yeah, that's true. Like if you really think about it, all anime fans go through this phase, bro. Where you find that one weird show, they're just like, damn, I'm not watching this, but it just looks so interesting, and you give it a chance,
And and it's
and then you
good.
watch it, and you're like, that was weird, but it was good, right? Like, oh, bro, please, this is not gonna work if you haven't seen the show, but I hope you did. Mysterious Girlfriend X. Did you ever see that show?
Mysterious Girlfriend X. I don't.
Oh, you didn't watch the show, so you don't understand just how weird it is. All right, buddy. See, that is the show where I don't know how you would explain to somebody what it is, but I'm gonna try. So this guy, after school, right? He's chilling in school, and there's a girl in his class that he thinks is cute.
Hmm.
She falls asleep at her desk, and she ends up drooling on her desk.
Nah,
Homeboy, after she gets up
nah.
and leaves,
Say it.
that nigga puts his finger in the drool and
Oh
tastes it, bro.
no!
And it's not even just that, bro. Homeboy gets addicted. Okay, he goes through withdrawal if he don't get a regular
What?
dosage of her drool,
What?
bro. Exactly. Like, this was one of the first shows I watched. Not as an anime fan, but like I watched it really like, oh, this is weird.
He gets withdrawal, bro.
Yes, dog. Yes, it was. It was something else. It was
Damn.
something else. But good show. Good show. Concept is very hard to get over. Like even me, bro. It took me like a couple. Like, damn. I don't know, bro. I don't know. But I saw a review. They said it was good. They're like, yeah, if you get past this, it's fine. I'm like, okay, fine. I'll give it a shot. That's
Is that disclaimer, bro? Is like if you can get past this part, you'll be good to go, bro. Yeah, just get past this
Mhm.
part. So, damn, nigga was addicted. That's crazy.
Yes, bro. Yes, and like so much. And even crazier is that she uses scissors as a weapon, so she's basically constantly threatening nigga with violence. You just have to watch it for yourself, bro.
Goodness, bro. The the beauty of anime, you know.
Hmm.
But uh,
Hmm.
I think we hammered on there. I mean, like we both said,
Yeah, I
we
agree.
we we we
So
disagreed,
we
but I think a good point will.
not with each other was the
Yeah,
original question. Yeah, we're all on the same page on that, bro. Just leave anime as it is. It's
but if
fine.
they're going to do something, I guess we'll just have to wait and see what they could actually cook up, basically.
Indeed, indeed. All right, I think we're gonna call it there. All right then. Countercast out.